a statement that he had a hacker that is working with him. So probably maybe that hacker must have moved that money to a POS somewhere far away. Then they might have been removing that money concurrently. Now they've moved it to a particular amount that they want. They're not trying to cover up stories that the money was removed, because you can't sue POS operators to court. So that's just what I'm sensing that is currently ongoing, because I noticed this stuff as well. There was a time that the message was sent to V. Yes, I'm currently suspecting that either the money was being wired to multiple POS so they can withdraw, because they can only take money from them as well. But if the money is being sent to a different bank account, it will still, the digital footprint will be recorded on the banking system, so that the bank will not be held responsible. So that's the only way VDM may have removed money from that account. And that money removal didn't start just that time he was complaining. It has been ongoing ever since. That's if he's innocent, maybe if he's guilty of what is ongoing, or else VDM is just trying to just play along, just like one person have said here.
See, until when he comes to give us the details of how it happens.
We can't be the judge and the jury. You cannot be the judge and the jury.
Yes, because we can't. Yes, because we cannot judge him right now, because not as if maybe we are disputing the fact that nothing cannot be.
We are looking for a possible way of how the money could be hacked. I understand.
Yes, so see, the website was different from the only API endpoint was only integrated on his website to like a watch list of transactions currently.
Yes.
And like incoming and outgoing transaction on the website. And with API has a restriction limit on the back end. You can even if you compromise the API key, for you to make withdrawal, there has to be a limit. You cannot just go ahead and withdraw 180 million from an API endpoint. It's never possible.
The website has nothing to do with transactions.
And even if you gain access, and even if you compromise
sending out money. His website, it has nothing to do with sending out.
It has no access for withdrawal of money, and even if it has access for withdrawal, there is an IP restriction system that the bank has. So are you still going to bypass a bank and IP restriction system or their fraud detection system, which is very powerful, or even the detection system? Because you don't, for you to bypass that, you need to have access to their domain controller, which you don't have access to. That means you have to hack the bank domain controller so you can accept maybe to bypass the IP restriction, because you can as well spoof this thing, OTP via SS7 gateway or protocol. You can as well spoof it. But that doesn't mean that you gain access to his finance, because using a different device. The detection system that houses that restrict that access. That's what you are trying to say. Not like maybe sending a Trojan. A virus can run on his phone. You can get only the OTP. But you know, pulling out that amount of money is never possible in the bank, because there's a fraud detection system that is housed in a domain controller of a bank. So it's never possible that way.
All right. Thank you very much, Noah Pronta, for that enlightenment. Please, power tab, guys. Guys, I'm going to have to bring a few people down one day so I can take new set of people, please. But we cannot hear you. Yes, we hear you now. Go ahead.
Well, based on waiting the other guy talk, you know, get waiting no possible for Nigeria, you understand? So we no go fee rule them out, say they no commot the money from the NGO. We no go talk like that. You understand me? Maybe say maybe I support VDM, but the fact remains the same. They hack accounts, they come out money. That's possible. Anything can happen, and anything can happen at any time. You understand? And the issue with the smarts, only God know how the matter take be. So make we know sometimes they talk with sentiments. Make we they address issues the way issues take be. So now my own input with that. I just want to believe say, it's possible say the matter happen. It's possible. There is 100% possibility say happen. And I know say VDM na person will say they talk too much. So the fact that they talk too much, he might have, leaked out, the access to the account to, some of the guys that are around them, because you can't trust everybody that is around him. You understand? So any of them might have gotten, ways to, maybe not compromise the account, and, they are able to, because, remember in saying give person the access to create the application that was used for the NGO. You understand? So who knows if the person will be saying help and create the account, said follow back, you understand? Come out the money from the account. So these are all the factors we should, put together. So that's my own take. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much,
I will
Oxy.
react on that. I will react.
Okay.
I will react.
Jonah, before we
Please.
have you, let MVic react. Then we'll take Jonah. Then I am whatever.
What about what if he has already been planning for a day like this before he now started telling us that he has the access to somebody that is creating a website for him because he has already been planning for a day like this to come. What
Thank you
if
very much. Thank you very much, MVic.
what if that's what he has been planning that made him come outside and tell us that he has given somebody access so that when a thing like this comes out, he will also tell or remind us that I told you people that I gave the access to somebody to create websites. Oxygen.
I agree with
What
you.
if this is exactly what he planned? Like he purposely came out to tell us that he has given the access. Okay, if he wants to create a website, he will not take the whole all the necessary access from that NGO account to create website. Like you know what it means. It simply means that whosoever that he gave the access to create that website for him, he should go and hold the person responsible because he knew the outcome of giving out your details. He know what it meant giving out a details that has such amount in the account, giving it out in the name of creating websites. So he might have planned all these things ahead of time. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. He might have planned all this ahead of time. I'm not trying to say he did it. I'm not saying that.
Just thinking
I'm
outside
just
the
trying to
box.
let you know that I'm just trying to let you know that there are things that are still possible. These things are still possible. So you shouldn't say that he gave access to somebody to create. He knew the implication before giving the access out. He knew whatsoever the implication is going to be. Because giving out your banking access to someone else, even giving it to your wife, you now giving your banking access to your wife, you already know the implications. So if anything comes out to happen tomorrow to your account, you have to yourself to be blamed now. Now you go pay the money. You don't need to go the call persons.
MVic, try to round up. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, MVic.
Afro.
Jonah, before you
Afro,
go, Senator
please.
phone. Senator.
Yes, thank you very much, Afro. I beg, I be dey talk something before, but before I go back to that thing one they talk, first of all, I want ask one question here. But I not say for us to even make this matter, make it get more juice. Not be to even they go after VDM. Shebi not be Zenith Bank this money, so-called money they need. Why would not be drag the Zenith Bank? Zenith Bank go touchlight this matter. We go know where the money enter now. So, because it's not possible. Me, I'm a computer scientist, I'm a programmer. You cannot tell me that there's an app where they give only front end to take the see waiting they go on for there. The football. You can every day no fit transfer money from the app. Not talk of another person who gain access to Zenith Bank from the app. It's not possible.
Thank
So
you.
if truly we want to
Thank
get
you.
if we want to get this the destination of that money, not to drag Zenith Bank. Our money they there now. We donate money. So we go there, go drag Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank will begin to touchlight the matter. EFCC, go use EFCC, everybody take drag Zenith Bank. May they tell us what happened to our 180 million.
Yeah,
It don't make any sense to me. And anybody will go come the year, tell me saying a prank. This is even if it's actually prank, then VDM is a very stupid person to even bring up this type of a thing as a prank in the first place.
Thank you, sir.
So
Right
if you're
on.
telling me you are using it to divert any attention, Baba, now you don't want to look reality for the face. VDM is not a saint. He can
do you
decide
know
to
the-
take that money.
Hold on, no.
Never will not fall.
Hold on,
Okay,
guys.
so anybody where they tell me saying a prank, you have decided to tell yourself that I don't want to believe VDM can take this money. You refuse to believe, so you want to cook up anything you want to cook up. Baba, don't they prank like that? If not, person go fit prank say I don't die, or yeah, make they donate money for my area. What kind of prank is that one? So please, this is not a prank. If it's actually a prank, if you claim it's a prank, then it's a very stupid prank. Secondly, they don't donate money give you for compound to pay for light bill before when the money come lost. You can't tell them say it's a prank and the compound let you stay. No, now tell yourself the truth, guys. Please, anybody come here to tell me it's a prank, I refuse to believe that. Now, Zenith Bank will go the meet. Me now, I want to go tag Zenith Bank on Twitter. Maybe Zenith Bank tell me what happened to the 180 million. At the time I don't tag them, drag them with Central Bank of Nigeria, we go know where the money dey. Simple and short. I'm not getting
Thank
business
you
with
very
VDM.
much. Thank you very much, Senator Fund. Because initially when we started, I asked this question: that has Zenith Bank given any official statement that 180 million has been hacked from their account? These are sensitive questions that we need to start asking. It is beyond VDM, and if 180 million naira is hacked from Zenith account, it is not in VDM's place to start chasing those who hacked the account.
Exactly.
Do we not have a
more,
financial institution?
that's more reason why you should know that these things are just cock and bull story. They are just cock and bull. That's the reason why. That's more reason why you should know it is cock and bull story.
Anyways, let's give Jonah, please, let's give Jonah space. Jonah has been here for a while. Jonah Vincent, thank you for your patience. Jonah, go ahead. Jonah. Oh my days. Okay, I am Jeffers. Jonah, you can hear you, but it's faint. You're trying to say hello, good evening, but it's faint.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, can you hear me?
I am Jeffers. Go ahead. Yes.
Now there are some issues I was going to raise, but I think one or two persons has. I'll just reiterate on them. You know, the guy that is an ethical hacker, you know, that studies ethical hacking. You know, he said something. You know, you cannot go. You can't leave that kind of money. Cannot leave an account without going through the bank system of their IP address. That is one. Secondly, you need to have access. If you don't have access to their back end, you know, one has been operating with Zenith Bank for a very long time. Their monies, the procedures are very long. You know, so such amount of money cannot just leave the account. That is one. Secondly, if we look at it in a psychological angle, he said the account had about 200 million, so 180 million left the account. Is it everything I'm saying is allegedly, first of all. Now, will the criminal see 200 million and leave 20 million behind and take 180? That is another aspect of it. And when this money has been moved, why would it be VDM himself that would still be running helter-skelter to catch whoever took that money instead of going to the bank first? You know,
He
that is
didn't
another
get ready
thing.
for the.
Exactly. And now the worst of it is he is now going on live to say, I am on my way, I'm at the airport going to look for a thief. Do you understand? Why are you alerting whoever you think might have stolen this thing? You are alerting the person that I am coming to Jos. You understand? It did not make any sense because
The whole story doesn't make sense.
you know, so everything is just complicated. You know, and then he's fronting cars. You know, even his friends. You know, going to parties, giving 1 million to this other guy. And come on, the spending spree is not the VDM we used to know. Apart from him speaking and talking up and down, I don't know where VDM gets all his monies from. But as he got this money from the NGO, his life has changed. You know, so he's not even very smart. If he actually is involved in this whole thing, he's not very smart. And I must tell you, Zenith Bank, Jimovia is not someone you just play with like that. If at the end of the day, it is found out that he has a hand in this whole thing, you know, it's very unfortunate that he's not as smart as people think. You know, he had just become a demigod to some people. I like certain things he does, but you know, if you do things in excess and then you take and pride consumes you, you don't know when you start to fall with pride. You know, arrogance is also part of the things that has affected him. You know, so this is going to be a very wild race. You know, so let's keep watching what's going to happen in the next few days. But I know that Zenith Bank would have to make a statement on this in anytime soon. Well, that's it. Well, that's what I can say for now.
Thank you very much. I am Jeff for that very powerful submission. Thank you so much from coming from